Hello and welcome back, everyone. Scootsy16 here with another episode of the Chem Lock League here with the Tundras, and it's not a great start to the year. We are heading into Game 2 of the doubleheader against the Chompers. We lost the last one 5-2. With our number 4 starter, we are turning it back to the top of our rotation with Luke Resplendent. He pitched really well in Game 1 of the season, and now we'll see what he does in his second start. We'll be going up against Vern Friendly, who is their number 2 starter for the Chompers. Pitched really well in his first game. He does have Tier 2 choker, so if we can keep this game close, whether we're winning or not, this might help us out in the long run. So let's get ourselves started with the lineup. We did make a recent change. Actually, let's take a look at that really quick. If you missed it, right at the end of the last episode, we ended up opting for Nathaniel Willis to be brought in as our starting shortstop in place of Leon Escobar. Escobar had been disappointing for us, and so we are going in a different direction. Escobar was also the only player that was not competitive, spirited, or crafty, and we needed to make a move in order to be able to bring in Chip Norman, who's now our backup catcher, who is being brought in place of Poke Fitzpatrick, who is getting paid well too much money. And if you take a look at the top right-hand corner, that now gives us $14.5 million in surplus, which allows us to be able to start making some more development moves further along in this season. So even if we can't succeed, we can at least now see our team develop more. I did adjust this lineup before the last game, so you'll see we made a few moves. Ian Hackett still starting off. He is tense right now, but he is our leadoff man. We have Bailey Drummond back in the lineup. In left field and batting number 2, Adriana Harrington has been our only ray of sunshine in this lineup as of late. She is locked in and DHing today. She had just come off of a 2-home run game in our only production in that first game against the Chompers. And you see the rest of the lineup. We will put Nathaniel Willis in the number 5 spot in the lineup. We also have Chip Norman coming in for this matchup, with Gadman getting a seat on the bench for at least a game. We'll see what Luke Resplendent does in his second start as we head back out to the corral for Game 2 of the doubleheader. You see a mix of locked-in, intense players, and I'm not feeling confident about this matchup. I'm also not feeling confident about the team as a whole this season. I am going to keep going through each game individually and watch it all the way through, just like we did for the first season of the first season of the favorites, where we were really awful. I want to get us to get familiar with our players, see who we really want to have stick around and who do we want to replace. Ian Hackett is still up in the air, as he's had a few shining moments, but he's also been a bit of a frustration for us as he strikes out against Friendly to start this ball game. He's also about 30 years old, so while he does fit our chemistry and he's a talented player, we might end up going in a different direction. Bailey Drummond, another player that I still don't know what to expect from her. She has a home run, but she also batting .250, so she hasn't been able to do much, and she already had to sit out a game to recover from her tense mojo, which you see she grounds out to short, not getting much from her. Harrington, however, this is a player I'm really excited about. She's locked in. She's DHing here today. She gets a ground ball up the middle, so she stays hot, and she'll reach with 2 outs here in the top of the first.
The third baseman, number 52, June Mina.
Friendly did not allow many runners to reach base in the first game of the season with a 117 whip. June Mina swings at the first pitch off the end of the bat. It's fouled on the first baseline, and Harrington gets picked off. Good read from Friendly, good timing there, and Tetson will apply the tag. That ends the inning. So frustrating from Harrington, who was looking to try and get into scoring position. I think she might be trying to do a bit too much. She's realizing she doesn't have much support around her. Emil Stein will lead off against Luke Resplendent. He is locked in. He'll swing at one and foul it off. He's batting .385 with 1 home run and 2 RBIs. He sends one to deep left center field, or right center field. That's going to hang up and get out of here. So leadoff man hits a home run for the Chompers. They take an early lead, and not a good start for Resplendent here. He's only thrown 3 pitches, and he's already down 1-0. Now Serge Hedson will come up, batting .333, has Tier 3 fastball hitters, so we have to be very careful with that four-seam from Resplendent. Resplendent still neutral mojo, despite giving up the home run. I imagine if he gives up another base hit, we might see it drop, though. Or if he walks the batter, as that ball bounces off the glove of our new catcher, Norman. 3-1 count. Hedson will swing at one, fisted weirdly to shortstop, and an easy play from our newly signed shortstop, Nathaniel Willis, will get that first out of the ball game. For the Chompers, it's 1 out for Doctor. He'll ground back to the pitcher. Nice play from Resplendent. Quick out number 2. And this will be a big challenge here today. Can we limit the impact of Kyrie Hammerhead, who's locked in, batting .417 with 2 home runs and 3 RBIs? He grounds to McMillan. That was a really weird play from our second baseman, who flopped on the ground. And I really thought that ball was going to get right past him, but it gravitated towards his glove, it seemed like. He's able to make the play. So first go-round, we were able to limit Kyrie into a ground ball to second base. But a leadoff home run from Meal, and the Chompers take an early lead. June Mina gets her at-bat reset after the caught stealing attempt from Harrington. She falls behind 1-2, and she'll loft into center field. So a leadoff single for the Tundras here in the top of the second. Mina reaching base for one of the few times this year. And Nathaniel Willis getting his first start for us today. 2 defensive traits in Noodle Arm and Dive Wizard. He'll be late on that swing. Good contact hitter. Weaker in the power department. He fouls one off here. He's down 0-2 already. And field the double play depth. And he gets one over the diving third baseman into the left field corner. Rounding second and holding is June Mina. Kyrie Hammerhead gets to it quickly. And with 2 strikes, Willis comes through with a base hit. And we have 2 on and nobody out for Amos Get Wrecked. Batting .250 on the year. No home runs, no RBIs. Could be an opportunity for him to finally do something for us. He's a young player we hope to develop, but right now he has not been able to find success offensively. Takes a strike, and it's a 1-2 count. And he swings through strike 3. Chases high and in. It was a good pitch from Friendly, but definitely a frustrating outcome after we get a bit of a rally going here to start this inning. Jagger McMillan comes in. He's, I believe, 1 for 2. In his 1 start with the team, maybe 2 for 4. Ball high, and it's a 1-1 count. Ground ball right back to the pitcher. Friendly turns to second. Jagger heading down the line will leg out the infield grounder to avoid the double play. It's a fielder's choice and a runner out at second base. We have runners on the corners for Damari Morse. First pitch prayer activated here. Swings at one, fouls it off. He needs to get going, batting .182 this year. Takes low and away. Could be big for him right now. Misses right on the outside part of the plate, 94 miles an hour. Takes outside, 2-2, 2 outs, 2 on. Morris pops up foul. Out of play. We'll do it again. And he'll foul off again, staying alive here. Not making great contact, but keeping the bat on the ball. He takes strike 3 looking, and another reason why I'm ready to get rid of him. As we've talked about in the last couple of games, I will consistently be monitoring the free agent pool after every game, looking to start making some changes to this team, as we are very disappointed with some of the production or lack of production from some of these players. Resplendent comes back out to the mound and will face off against Fitzpatrick. 0-2. And popped up, will get out of play. We'll do it again. Taken just low, misses on the bottom of the zone. And a grounder foul. Lofted into right field, and Getrek can't get to it quick enough. He's able to cut it off, and it's going to be a leadoff single. Fitzpatrick on first for Harper Fontina, who's locked in. He's batting .857 with no home runs and no RBIs. Has Tier 3 injury prone. We'll see if anything happens in this game. It did not in the first. And field a double play depth, not much speed at first. Fontina, pretty speedy runner down the baseline. He's playing second base here today. Falls behind 0-2. Resplendent will get him to swing at one, but it's fouled off. Trying for that put-out pitch, but he's making good contact and staying alive. Fontina will take a ball low and in. Resplendent trying to get him to chase out of the zone. This time he does, and it's a dribbler up the first baseline. Resplendent quick off the mound. Runner will advance to second. It works similar to a sacrifice bunt. And there's a runner in scoring position for Kellen Rodriguez, who's tense and hitless on the year. Looking to see if he can drive another runner home. Resplendent hoping he can avoid that from happening. One count with one out, and popped foul will give him a 2-strike advantage. Resplendent here will have him swinging and fouling off again. He's been throwing some good pitches. This one just fouled on the third baseline. Rolls on the other side of the bag. Good diving play from Mina, though. 1-2, and swings through strike 3. The curveball inside gets him chasing. He was all in defense mode in that at-bat. And that's a big out number 2. McCormick will now come up, batting .300 with 2 home runs, both solo shots. He had one in the last game. He swings through the first pitch prayer for strike 1. Big power, not much contact. Ball in the dirt, good block from Norman. And chases strike 2, the slider. And a ball off the end of the bat. It's going to go straight to Willis, who was shading towards second base, and an easy play to end the inning. So good pitching there in the second from Resplendent.
Number 19.
We're going to go 9-1-2 here in the top of the third. Chip Norman getting his first at-bat as a Tundra. Friendly is locked in now. Strike 1 taken at the bottom of the zone. Popped up, and it's going to be in foul territory, but playable. Easy play for Rodriguez for out number 1. And we'll wrap to the top of the lineup as a struggling Ian Hackett will come up. Still tense and 0 for 1 as he struck out in his last at-bat. This time he takes the ball high. Friendly hitting 96 on the gun there. Then switches down to 82 on the slider. And a changeup will be fouled off. 1-2 for Hackett. And he'll stay alive, foul off again. Ground ball up the middle. Will get through the glove of Friendly and into center field. So the speedy Hackett is aboard with 1 out for Bailey Drummond. Bailey 0 for 1. And Hackett will still be tense, but does have tier 3 stealer with a weak arm behind the plate. They'll check on the runner right away. They anticipate he will be stealing. Does take off there on the fastball, sliding in safely, and he gets his mojo back. Hackett in scoring position for Drummond. They check on the runner, back safely. Come on, Bailey, this is your chance. She pops up into foul territory right behind the plate. That's going to hold Hackett at second base for a wasted out. But luckily, we are now turning to Adriana Harrington, 1 for 1 with a single. She's still locked in despite being caught stealing in the first. She'll take a strike for the first pitch. Ball off the glove, and it's going to get behind the plate. McCormick chasing after it, but easily advancing to third is Hackett. And Harrington down the first base line, and it gets past the first baseman into right field. Stein will come up throwing, but Harrington does it again, and she'll tie this ball game with an RBI single. I don't know if that runner will score from second if there's no pass ball, but this is a big moment here. June Mina comes up. Runner takes off on the off-speed pitch, and it's a wild throw into right center field. Excuse me. Landry will back it up properly, and Harrington has to hold, but it's a stolen base. And now in scoring position again for June Mina, who's batting .308. She's 0 for 1 today. She falls behind 1-2. No, she's 1 for 1. She led off the second with a single. She'll be early on that one and pull it foul. 50th pitch from Friendly as he's back to neutral. And it's a dribbler. She chased out of the zone, and that'll end the inning. Friendly gets bailed out. But it is 1-1 as Harrington leads the team in RBIs, continues to expand that lead with another RBI single. And Landry will come up. I think this is his... I don't think he started in the last game. He's hitless on the year. Pops up just in front of the plate, and Norman will come out of the crouch to get that one. Here's a quick out number 1, but now we turn to the top of the lineup, and Emil Stein locked in and has a home run, his leadoff home run. He's already got the best of Resplendent once, but this time he gets him back with a liner to second base. 2 quick outs, and Cern Tetson will come up, 0 for 1. Again, Resplendent, who's locked in, does have to be careful with his fastball. It's not his primary pitch, but he definitely doesn't want to lean on it here. He does get him to swing at a fastball, but inside out, and it's foul. 1-2. Tedson will ground to short. Another opportunity for Willis, and you saw the impact of Noodle Arm. Not very significant at Tier 1. We'll have to continue to monitor and see how that plays out.
The shortstop, number 8.
Willis came up for his first at-bat and pulled one down the left field line for a single. We'll see what he can do in the second at-bat here as he fouls the first pitch off. Friendly, still neutral. And getting tired as he's over 50 pitches now. Missing the zone there. It's 2-1. Willis will take ball inside, and a good spot for him. 3-1. Right down the middle, and he gets ahead of it. Pulls it foul. It goes out of play. Now full count. And he'll ground to short. Easy play for Tedson as he goes to his counterpart for out number 1.
Right fielder, number 13. Amos Getrect.
Amos Getrect comes up 0 for 1. Average down to 222. He'll take a ball inside on the slider. Friendly starting to lose accuracy as he's getting tired. It's his worst attribute here. Getrect pulls one foul right off the end of the bat. And pulled into the left field. Nice hard hit from Getrect as he will get himself aboard with one out for Jagger McMillan.
Number 16.
Jagger grounded up the middle and avoided a fielder's choice. Or I guess reached on a fielder's choice, avoided a double play. Chuck Drummond will come in. Full stamina here. He is not allowed a run this year, batting with a 0 ERA, 225 whip. Runner attempts to steal, but it's fouled off, so he'll come back. And swings through strike 2. No, I'm sorry. Swings through strike 3 for out number 2.
Damari Morse.
Damari Morse will come up, so there's our last out. Runner on first as we're in a high-pressure situation. You see Clutch is activated for Getrect at first. Morse with an awful swing. Ball in the dirt he doesn't swing at. Ground ball up the middle. It goes off the glove. 68% chance to miss that comebacker. And still gets out. Oh my God, Morse, you're worthless. He grounds past the pitcher. It's a slow roller behind the mound, and he still can't leg out the infield single. That'll end the inning. So we'll head to the bottom of the fourth. It's still tied 1-1. And Luciano Doctor, still tense, will come up to the plate. 1-1 count. Resplendent still locked in. He's been pitching really well. Here's his 45th pitch. A grounder up the middle will be cut off by Willis. Easy play for out number 1. Hammerhead grounded to second in his first at-bat. See if we can try and pull out the same thing again here. Ground ball up the middle. Weird sound off the bat there. And it's going to sneak past the pitcher and into center field for a 2-out single. And now Gene Fitzpatrick will come up. He's 1 for 1 with a single. Resplendent still locked in. Good speed over at first. I said 2 outs. There's 1 out. Fitzpatrick, if he can ground it straight to one of our infielders, we could get an easy double play here. But Hammerhead is quick. Fastball blown past him at 97. Good pitch from Resplendent. And now there's 2 outs, but Harper Fantina will come up. Fontina. 50 pitches from Resplendent. Fontina still locked in, despite being 0 for 1 today. Ball in the dirt, and Resplendent will come off the mound. He has to be quick about it, and he's going to get the out at third. First for the 3rd out of the inning. Hate when I trip over my words like this.
The catcher, number 19.
So we're in a high-pressure situation. Chip Norman comes up for his second at-bat of his career, and he's in a high-pressure situation. They actually turned to Pumice Beltran here in the top of the 5th. Infield guarding the lines. Pumice batting 143. She has better attributes. Diving play from Tedson. He'll get up, and with Sprinter activated, it finally comes through for us as Pumice legs out the infield single. Nice play from Tedson, but he couldn't get up and get it over to first in time. Now max pressure as Hackett comes up. Runner on first with decent speed. Ball outside, nobody out. 1-1 count for Hackett. He reached base, he stole a base, he advanced on a pass ball, and then scored on a single from Harrington, and Pumice Beltran hung out to dry as it looked like it was a hit and run, but Hackett missed it. Full count. Takes strike 3 looking on the curveball that dropped right into the zone. I know that Drummond has a high junk rating, but man, you can't take that pitch, dude. Still max pressure, and Drummond will come up. She's 0 for 2. She's been useless so far today. Strike taken inside, 0-2. And she'll get a base hit up the middle, so she'll keep the inning alive here in the top of the 5th. And she'll actually bring it around to Adriana Harrington, who's locked in, 2 for 2 with 2 singles, an RBI single in her last at-bat, batting .571 so far, and 5 RBIs this year. Runner takes off on the first pitch, heading down to second, and sliding in just under the tag is Drummond in scoring position with 2 outs. And Adriana ahead of that one. She fouls it off. 1-1 count. 20th pitch from Drummond is a taken strike, and now tough out will activate for Harrington. Ball high. 2-2, 2 outs. Harrington will swing at one and line it to Fitzpatrick. She got ahead of that one. It was a looping curveball, I believe, and she gets it right off the end of the bat. She lines out to first to end the inning. An opportunity for us to try and take the lead, but we aren't able to follow through. And Kellen Rodriguez, who's rattled, will get replaced by Lupine McDowell. Pumice Beltran will be replaced by Gad Mann behind the plate. And Resplendent's still locked in heading into the bottom of the 5th here. Tough out activated for McDowell. And he'll ground to second. Easy play for McMillan as he gets it over to Morse. And now Nelson McCormick will come up. 0 for 1. First pitch prayer activated. Max pressure situation. And Ari Hammerhead. Is he related in any way to the other Hammerhead on the team, which is incredibly surprising. He's juiced with tier 1 stimulated, which is bullshit, but okay. 1-2 count. And off the end of the bat, we'll sneak into center field. So a 1-out single in the bottom of the 5th. And the Resplendent will have to battle with the runner on base now against Tucker Landry. He's 0 for 1 today.
Now pitching, Leighton McPherson.
Interesting, they pull Resplendent now. They bring in Leighton McPherson, who has tier 3 reverse splits, but against lefties. And they bring him in to face off against Landry here. Leighton is locked in, and his max pressure, that's helping out a lot. Off the end of the bat, Morse will scoop and go to Willis, and Noodle Arm plays a role in allowing the runner to reach first base. It was slow developing. I still think without Noodle Arm, he will get the runner there at first base, but instead, 2 outs for Stein now with a runner on first. Diving, no, not diving is, oh my God, June Mina does not make a play to get that ball. I don't know if you can get Stein out on a diving play anyways. And it's a single, which puts a potential winning run at second base now for Tedson, who gets a fastball and fouls it off. McPherson only a 4-seam and a curveball. He's gearing up on that fastball right now. 1-1 count. There's the curve, but it misses inside. And a ground ball into right field. Coming up is Get Wrecked. He'll throw that one in quickly. Runners will hold, but 2 outs. And bases are loaded for Luciano Doctor. Tense, 0 for 2. Max pressure. Doctor gets pulled for Tyrone Keatley. Weird name I haven't heard before. Tier 2 RBI hero activated. And hard hit ball, but it hangs up for Hackett to end the inning. Leighton McPherson bails himself out of a tough situation he got in. Honestly, I don't think he's your reliever that you go to in that situation, but he got the job done. He's starting to impress me a little bit. I was worried about the 2 pitches. McDowell gets pulled for Cora Porpetta. Cora Hammerhead is behind the plate and out of position here. This will be really interesting if we can get something going here. Top of the 6th, Drummond's still out there after 25 pitches. 2-1 to Mina. She chases inside. Ball in the dirt, good eye. Good block from Hammerhead. Full count, popped foul out of play. Mina, come on. Ground ball will go to Porpetta. Porpetta's tense as she's out of position, I believe. I'm going to look at this team afterwards because I don't feel like they have good defensive backups. Wilson 1 for 2. And Drummond still in the game. 30th pitch is ball in the dirt. We need a runner aboard. Instead, we'll ground a second. Willis will be out number 2.
Right fielder, number 13.
This is his moment right here. If there was a chance or an opportunity for Amos to show what he is capable of, it's right here with tier 3 clutch in a max pressure situation. Serenity Thornton comes in. She's fresh. And first pitch is a curveball fouled off. She has an elite curveball. She chases it there. 0-2. Get wrecked. We'll chase strike 3. God dang it. A 1-2-3 inning for the Chompers in the top of the 6th. We could not capitalize with an out-of-position catcher. Now we're going to go 4-5-6, starting with Kyrie Hammerhead. We're in high pressure. I don't know how it's dropped here in the bottom of the 6th of a tie ball game, 1-1. Hammerhead's still locked in. Leighton's still locked in. This one lofted into right field, but will land foul. Thank goodness. 0-1. And there it goes. Kyrie Hammerhead has finished this ball game with a solo shot in the bottom of the 6th. He sends it 443. I don't know why you leave Leighton McPherson in that situation. The Chompers will sweep us in the doubleheader. We lose 2-1. We take it all the way to the 6th of a tie ball game. We even had more hits than them, but we couldn't do anything with it. Really disappointed. Offensively, we did get 2 hits out of Harrington. She has been the only bright spot on this team. She had an RBI single, which was the only run to score. Hackett reached base. He stole. He advanced on a pass ball and then scored on the Harrington single. But he also struck out twice. So that's been really frustrating for us. A couple of other hits scattered throughout, but we can't get anything going. And it's really starting to bother me. Stein with the leadoff homer, and then Hammerhead with the game-winning home run. So they bookmark the game. They bookend the game with a leadoff and a game-ending home run, which is a stinger. Those are the only 2 players that also got 2 hits in the game. A couple of others scattered throughout. Resplendent pitched another gem. He goes 4 1/3, giving up 4 hits, 1 earned run. It was a home run. He struck out 2. And his ERA drops to 2.89. He gets a no decision. McPherson will get the loss. He gets 2 outs, and then he gives up the home run in the top, bottom of the 6th to lead things off. And that's how this game ends. Friendly, no decision, goes 3 1/3, 6 hits, 1 earned run, 3 strikeouts. Drummond 2 1/3, giving up 2 hits and 2 strikeouts. And then Thornton comes in. She gets 1 batter she faces. She gets the out on a strikeout. And she gets the win. I think that's a she. Alrighty, well, Stein gets the number 1 player, Hammerhead number 2, and Resplendent number 3. Our offense continues to be our glaring black hole outside of Harrington. Between these 2, I'm going to drop the loyalty of Tenley Knight because she is still getting overpaid, and she'll be one of the first people we replace, so we don't care about that. Honestly, it wouldn't have made a difference between the 2 of them. Chip Norman or Ezra Wong. Ezra just came in, so we really haven't been able to do anything with him just yet. Chip didn't produce anything in that game, did he? He had 1 at-bat, he didn't do anything with it, and then he got replaced when clutch kicked in, which is funny. Norman's 32, Wong's 24, so we'll give the loyalty to Wong. And between these 2, we're going to give the loyalty to Adriana Harrington. She has earned it, more than earned it with her production. Plus, she was the one that played in this game, and Booth did not. So we'll put her up to 94 there. All right, so since that game ended, let's see what happened. We have -1 velocity for Quincy Heath in the free agent pool. Don't know if that makes a difference. Development for Morse, he's not going to earn that. There is a chance to get rid of Noodle Arm for Willis, but I don't think I'm interested in doing that. Booth with development, we'll probably consider that. And Harrington with a chance to gain Tier 3 contact versus righties. Yes, please. And some more development would be wonderful for her. She has earned it. Let's take a look at those moves. So we have this one for Booth. There's 1 game left for that. And a chance for her to get a curveball would be nice. We'll ignore you, Damari Morse. There's this development for Get Wrecked. We'll definitely do that in just a second. This one I don't think I'll do, but if we start seeing more money flowing in, I might consider it. I also feel like we have to start winning before I start investing in young, or older players. Development for Gadman, we could probably afford to do this now. Now that we have more money coming in. And then this one for Harrington, we'll wait until... you know what? I'm going to do this one for Get Wrecked right now. So +4 contact, -1 speed. Chance for more contact, you won't get it. And then a chance for the utility secondary position, and he does get it. That's really nice to see. So he can now play all infield and outfield positions. That'll be really nice in a clutch situation. And I'm going to do this one for Adriana Harrington. Oh, wait, I can't. Never mind. All right, so we're going to wait on Harrington, and we'll see if this one is still available for man after the next game and if we have enough money. Because I'm probably thinking we're going to do just this one and this one for Booth, as they both are ones that I want to start spending money on. Let's sim to our next game really quick and see where we're at. We are one of 3 teams that have only 1 win. The Rushes and the Colossus both at 1 and 5. We're sitting at 1 and 4. Our only win came against the Colossus in game 1. We have a -6 run differential. We're the only team in the Earth division with a negative run differential. So things are not looking good for us. It's really unfortunate. We'll see Colorado Bozak Workhorsemen come up for us this next game against the Cutters. And you'll remember Bozak gave up 4 runs in the first, and then he was phenomenal the rest of the game. So I'm hoping he can use that momentum heading into this next one. Let's see. We, of course, will review free agent signings, see what options are available, and we will check our costs. I'm definitely going to be looking at replacing Damari Morse as soon as I can. What is he? He is a crafty player, so we definitely have to look for crafty option for him. We could probably just have Roland starting for us going forward, or we can put they can't, Mina can't. Okay, so we have no infield option outside of Get Wrecked. Although we could move Get Wrecked to like first base, for example, and then we could have Drummond in right, Hackett in center, and Harrington in left. We could put Get Wrecked in any of the infield positions. And with his arm, I feel like he'd be better on the left side of the diamond. I wish Mina was like a third base, first base option. Because then we could put her at first and put Get Wrecked at third. But going on a tangent, as you find that I do all too often. So let's head over to the free agents and see what options we have. Crafty, we could go with Mallory Hiker when she becomes available. RBI 0 though, and off-speed hitter, don't draw me in. Can't do Mephisto. Can't do Flowers. Can't do Gallegos. Don't want to do Gallegos. Milan Tirehead does have Distractor. He's 25. He could be somebody that we bring in. His utility infield and outfield, so he could also cover first base for us, especially with his weaker arm. Wait, yeah, and he's crafty. Greer here, second in outfield, so no thank you. Elias Jackman, no thanks. Let's see. Andres Daniels, nope, can't do that. Roger Salmon, no. Escobar, no thank you. Rupert Crush, only plays the left side. Don't like Whiffer either. Kayla Blackburn, +0.4. Still can't bring her in, but I don't even know who I'd bring in for her. I don't know if we have any flexibility in the outfield, as that seems like the only bright spot that I see on our team is our outfield structure. At least the hope that we have. Johnny Holloway is interesting with the cannon arm and 21 years old. Pretty scholarly. Let's look. Ron Wells can play first base as Whiffer, though. Nope. Demi Trampelson. still over her price, so we'll wait. All right, and let's get into the pitching side of things. I'm just going to scroll down for a little bit so we can start looking at more than just each. I think I'd be willing to spend this extra money here for Costa. What did I say I would be bringing him in to replace the Kalia Doherty? No, the goal would be to replace Bozak there. If we were to replace Tenley Knight, then we would need to make a reciprocal move where we get rid of a spirited player for a crafty player. And we pretty much just looked at our whole crafty situation. So we can't do Costa for Knight, but we did talk about Arjun Swingens, right? He's at 3.6 instead of 3.3. And that would be the replacement for Tenley Knight. Nope, we can't do that either. Jesus. Oh, wait, no. I was thinking of Ashlyn here to replace Tenley and have a long reliever in our starting rotation. Ashlyn is 0.7 over her value, so we'll still wait. I think we probably have one more game left before we make any other moves. We're so close, though. Quincy Heath, reliever. Actually, I might bring him in right now, as he's 24, has Rally Stopper and Clutch. He's going to develop. This is a dream of a player right here. 0.4 is more than enough for what we might plan to do for him development-wise, and he could be so valuable for us. Les Christensen is 30. Let's see who we would replace with Heath here. Probably Leighton McPherson, right? I know he pitched decently well, but he's not a development option for us. It'd be an unfortunate thing to lose the reverse splits, but they don't seem to be using it properly. You could also get rid of Dupool, but I don't think that's a good idea, as he's a long reliever and he's 20, so we probably want to lean towards younger players on the team with how we've been playing so poorly. I'm going to make this move right now. We'll bring in Quincy Heath to replace Leighton McPherson. We are going to lose some velocity and junk, but we're going to gain a lot of accuracy. We're going to get a third pitch, and of course the big thing is gaining Rally Stopper and Clutch in the bullpen is clutch. So let's go ahead and make that move. Just so you know, the impact that this has at Tier 3, with Quincy Heath, he can gain plus 20 for being with at least 2 runners on base, and plus 20 for being in a max pressure situation. So he could go from 53, 53, 55, all the way up to 93, 93, and 95. If both are happening at the same time and he's at full stamina. So yeah, he can become elite for us in the right situation. Of course, we would also have to hope for the manager to make the move at the right time, but that one I'm really excited about. Other than that, we have Les Christensen, which we're going to wait on because he's still 0.3 over, and then Estante Day as another guy we're going to wait for. I don't even know if we'll be able to bring him in. We're getting a lot of these spirited players, and we don't really have any moves to make for those spirited players. And we can't do Mew because she is disciplined. So, yeah. We're going to wait on Fry, potentially wait on Swingens, potentially wait on Costa. I think, we have to wait one more round anyway, so I want to see if Bozak is going to be a little bit more like his first inning or the rest of the game, and that'll really tell us whether he's worth keeping around or whether he's worth getting rid of. Actually, how old is Costa? He's 28, and Bozak, I believe, is also 28 or 29. He's 29. So Bozak's not a long-term option for us. Might just go with Costa anyways after this next game. Even if Bozak pitches well, we still need to find ways to be better. And I'm probably going to make the move to get rid of Tenley Knight after this next game no matter what. Actually, sorry, I keep thinking of things here. I want to look and see. Tenley is crafty. So we could drop price right now by just bringing in Adley Bartlett, who is 0.1 over, but again, he won't be, or she won't be a long-term staying. But this way we can get more development after this next game, as we'll get 7.2 million more. And it won't make a difference. We're going to get rid of Tenley no matter what. So let's just save some money while we're doing it. We get to 21.9 million in surplus. We'll see what options are available after this next game. But we have at least one more game with this offense the way that it is. Let's take a look at the lineup before we finish up. We have another away game. I'll switch to the alternate away again for this one. Hackett's still tense. Let's flip-flop Hackett and Drummond just to see if that helps them in any way. Harrington's going to stay at 3. Gitman back in the lineup. We're going to put Gadman in the number 4 spot. I am going to pull Morse here, and we're going to bring in Roland. I don't care. I'm just going to do it anyways. So Roland's going to be our starting first baseman for this game. And I'll probably leave the rest as is. Actually, I'm going to move McMillan up behind Mina, ahead of Willis, then get wrecked and Roland. And that's going to be your lineup for Colorado Bozak. And shout out to Merriweather for catching this, because I can't believe I missed it. Bozak Workhorseman, reference to BoJack Horseman of the show on Netflix, which is hilarious. Kind of mad at myself that I didn't notice that one, but good call out there. And even if we don't keep him on the team, that's an S tier name for sure. Colorado Bozak Workhorseman. Thank you so much for watching. If you've been enjoying the content, I appreciate it if you don't mind giving this video a like, subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed. Thank you for those that are watching. Thank you for those that are commenting down below. Again, I try to respond to any comments that you put down there. So let me know how you're feeling about the content and if you have any other ideas for the channel. We'll talk to y'all later next time. Bye, everybody.